last hour of the HRN Holiday Radiothon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We are back on Hour 5, the Horsemanship Hour of the 4th Annual Horse Radio Network 12-hour live holiday radiothon by Weatherbeeta, with additional support provided by Horse Lovers, Benefab, and Monty Roberts University. I am Glenn the Geek, and with me in the studio in Ocala, Florida is host of the driving radio show, Dr. Wendy Ying, and we are your MCs for the entire 12 hours. That's right, we're still here, Wendy's still here, and we are clocking along here on the Holiday Radiothon, and we're up to one of my favorite people. I talked her into doing a show years ago, and she's never quit, and that's the Horsemanship Radio Show, and we have Monty Roberts' daughter, Debbie Laux, on.
Hey, hi, Glenn. Hi, Wendy.
It's good to talk to you again.
Hi.
Thank you for coming back again this year.
Yeah, thank you. You always twist my arm.
Yes, I do. Doesn't take a whole lot of twisting, though.
No, it doesn't. This is always so much fun. This is what I look forward to.
You know, I had to twist your arm to do the show in the first place, but now that we're beyond that, that's true. I'm good at twisting people's arms to do shows, apparently.
Apparently. But you know what? You wind me up, and I keep on chucking here. So it's been fun. Been fun.
Well, it's been fun having you. And of course, the Horsemanship Radio Show is at horsemanshipradio.com. And you guys talk all about horsemanship. It's so much fun.
Yeah, you know, I love that. Horsemanship. What's that? Well, it's everything. We get to talk about everything. It's really fun.
You do. And who do you have coming up as guests this hour?
Lydia?
Nope, we're here.
Hello, Glenn.
Debbie, I'm still here. I don't know what happened to Glenn, but
you know what? He checked out on a storm. Are
I'm
you with
still
him?
here. Yeah.
Oh, you're here.
He's back.
There he goes.
Okay, sorry about that. So what do you?
Hi, Glenn. How's it going?
Who do you have coming up this hour?
Oh my gosh, we have two huge names. Of course, Dad. I don't even know how to introduce him anymore. It's getting, to be a long resume. But I like to say that he was on the cover of Horse and Hound magazine with his shirt on, which is good. And one of the all-time 50 greatest horsemen ever. So to me, that's like, okay, drop the mic. That's pretty good.
He must have been number one.
Oh, you're so sweet. I think we'll leave that for the Queen, as she was also on it.
And he's been on the show every year. He's the only one, I think, that's been here 4 years in a row.
I make him.
Other than Wendy and I.
Other than Wendy and you. Yeah, that's right. And your team. No, awesome team. No, I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been on since the beginning. But you know what? We love the streak. We love being invited. And we're just happy to be at such a good hour here, too. I really appreciate it. And we also have Robert Ridlin, who was very WEG-centric this year. I don't know if you got to meet him when you were out there, Glenn.
I got to see him at the press conferences. He was kind of a busy guy.
Well, he was pretty excited guy, too. Yeah. And so we'll get to hear a little bit more about that. I got him for a very short amount of time because the guy is more of a globetrotter than Dad, I think, which is pretty amazing.
And if you don't recognize the name, Robert Ridland, it was the U.S. show jumping chef to keep and technical advisor. So, yeah, we won the gold at WEG, and he was pretty happy. Yeah.
He was pretty happy. Yeah, I mean, he's got he goes back to the 76 Olympics. He's done amazing things. And I think, honestly, he's one of those guys that is going on to do amazing things kind of in the background in the industry. So I definitely wanted to share him.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot of fun coming up. But in the meantime, let me just do the housekeeping here at the beginning of this hour number 5. Well, I'm going to need to get some food soon, Wendy. I don't know about you, but if you want to listen, you can listen on the HRN app. Just hit the live button on your phone. Search for Horse Radio Network in the iOS or Android App Store. Of course, we're giving away a total of $5,000 in prizes. We've given away probably $2,000 in prizes already. We have a bunch more terrific guests coming up. We've had some great guests on already, and we have some more coming up the rest of the day, so hang with it. The recorded hours, Jemmy is hard at work right here in the studio. She is taking the recorded hours at the end of each hour and putting them up. You can find those on the Horses in the Morning podcast feed is where you'll find the Radiothon hours, the recorded hours, or you can go to holidayradiothon.com. Are you putting them on the homepage there, Jemmy? At holidayradiothon.com? Are you putting them on the homepage at Holiday Radiothon? Yep. So you can go to the homepage, holidayradiothon.com, and scroll down and listen to them right from there. We have some lines open. Jennifer's getting bored in there, so if you want to call in to win, call 435-272-1997. And now she's mad at me because she was probably eating lunch. So, Wendy, what is coming up for this hour's prizes?
Well, we have some great prizes. We have almost $200 in prizes that we'll give away at the end of the hour by Monty's Equus Online University, Monty Roberts' patented dually training halter, and horselovers.com. Plus, at the end of the 12 hours, we'll have the 2 grand prizes, the $500 prize pack from Weatherbeeta, and from Wintec, your choice of any Wintec saddle.
Very good. Well, Debbie, I know we've talked about this before, but you don't have a horse. You ride the horses that are at the Flag Is Up farm, right?
Oh, yeah. And I have girlfriends that have way too many horses. So I'm like that friend who, with all the friends that have a boat, that kind of comparison.
Now, tell us, Shy Boy has to be the most famous horse at the farm, right?
Yeah. And it's Shy Boy's resolution that I bring to you today.
I was hoping that would be the case. I didn't know that. I didn't set that up.
So you're all clairvoyant today.
Yes. Wow, we're doing good.
Yeah. Yes, I wanted to share with you. He asked me to. He is the rule of the roost around here. He owns the farm, and he, those extreporous thoroughbreds that are goofing around and everything. He makes sure that he watches them come and go and tells them what to do. And his resolution is to keep Monty home more in 2019, and I'll tell you why. Not only does he miss him, but we have some great plans at Flag Is Up Farms to work with more American Mustangs. And he's very excited about that because usually he is our companion horse. And that's going to be our theme for the hour is company. Company coming is always better with the horse. And with more American Mustangs going through the property at Flag, we partnered with things like the Ride Horse Initiative and other sanctuaries and rescues. And so we actually have like a ramp up plan, 1 to 5 year plan to take in more American Mustangs. So I think that's good news. And if he could talk, he'd say that more Mustangs should come to Flag. It's pretty much a spa here for Mustangs and be and be gentled and become adoptable to find new homes. And, how versatile they are. They're just going to go spread all over the United States and there'll be plenty of homes.
Well, let's see if we can get the man himself on. Now, he's coming to us from Germany, so I have to call him live here.
Please do. Yeah.
We'll see how this works. Yeah.
He will worry, that like this Skype
forgot him.
Kind of throws him off. Yeah. I told him it's just stand by the phone. But yeah, he's in Bremen or near Bremen, Germany at a place called Gestut Verhoff, which is the stud of the Verhoff family and Jakob's family. So hopefully we've got him.
Monty, are you there?
I'm here.
Yay, we got you.
Hey, I'm glad to get through. Hi, Dad.
Oh, did you have trouble?
No.
No, we're here. We're good.
No technical
Well, you're
issues.
8 minutes late.
Oh, no, the top of the hour started at 8 minutes. Lots of, how commercials go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to pay the sponsors, Monty.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm glad to have you on, and we know that you've got some messages for us too. I've introduced that we've talked about companionship and collaboration and more Mustangs at Flag, and we wanted to hear from you. This is your 4th year, first of all, on our Radiothon.
Is it?
It is, and you've been on it every year.
You're the only one, except for me and Wendy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we'd love to know what you're doing and what you're thinking about this time of year.
Well, I'm here, and it's coming on December, and that means Christmas is coming, but it also means New Year's is coming.
That's
and
right.
I suppose it's a time, and you told me to be thinking about a New Year's resolution. And I think the way you put it was, talk to us about what a horse might want from us in the way of a New Year's resolution. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. So if that's correct, I've thought about it as I fly on the airplanes or I do this and that. And if I were a horse and I wanted to think about these human beings and wish that they would create a New Year's resolution, it would be as follows. I, a human being from the species Homo sapien, resolve that in 2019, I will do everything in my power to investigate even further all of the ways to bring a horse into a partnership without violence. I would resolve to see to it that they try to throw away their whips. I would resolve to see to it that they stop growing feet 2 feet long so that a horse has to fly through the air or something to satisfy people. Acid on their legs to cause them to pick them up. And the awful things that we do, the tying to a post and beating a horse up, of course, that's just off the charts. But I would want my humans to resolve, to investigate every opportunity to figure out better how to deal with us so that we become a partner, not an adversary, and in the absence of violence.
That's right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
A wonderful, wonderful New Year's resolution.
It is.
Well, I think it is. And, I want to announce to your listeners, I started to say viewers, but your listeners, that there are so many people on the face of this earth that think that you stop learning. 55 or 60, that's it. I go fishing now, or I go touring or something. And I swear to you that the last 3 years of my life have been the learning years that have exceeded all learning years that I've had. I have learned more in this last 3 years than probably any 5 years you could group together in the rest of my life. And one of those areas that allowed me to learn like this certainly is the horses. But another flight animal, the deer, they have taught me so much because they're a flight animal times 100. They're so much flightier than a horse. They're called Weatherbeeta. And the Weatherbeeta, the deer, have as their only goals in life, and I learned this from World Book Encyclopedia when I was about 8 years old, to survive and reproduce.
Right.
Those are the only goals that any flight animal can have. So if you want to survive, let's throw reproduction out for the moment, but if you want to survive, you must remain in a safe place.
Right.
And so joy goes up within you when you're in what you perceive to be a safe place. Now, if you're a flight animal, you may perceive to be in a safe place when you're crossing the road. And it's not.
That's not.
But they try to be in a safe place.
Okay.
And whenever there's pain, consternation, noise, that's not a safe place. So they cleave to all the things that we do that put them in a tranquil manner, put them with the pulse rate that's low and low adrenaline levels. And these deer, we're going to talk about companions. And I am a companion of this deer family. And they find me to be a safe place. And all my professors said that no deer can be touched by a human being if it hasn't been in a cage where you can go into its bubble and touch it and then show them you're not going to hurt them. Then you can cause them to allow you to touch them. But if they stay in the wild, you cannot touch them. Well, they're wrong. And this family group that I have is 40 to 60, depending on the predators. And a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, I was touching 8 of them for the longest time. Some of them, Kim and Crookie and Ruby 1 and Ruby 2, I could touch them and rub them all over
Mm-hmm.
And they loved having me there. If there was somebody with me, that was another challenge, because that might not be a safe place. So other people couldn't watch me that much, but we made a blind and put a camera in it, and we have some good footage of me rubbing on these deer, 8 of them, okay? Now, Joe Lowes comes to visit with us and help me write the book, and Joanna Lowes from Cardiff in Wales. And the first day that they saw her there, she was in the log cabin, which is near where I go with them. First day they saw her there, oh my word, they were so worked up. Who is this? Et cetera, et cetera. And then she sat on a wall there, and it got better. Yeah, and they came up and they said, okay, but I don't know if she moves, I don't know. And I said, Joe, say hello to me. And I said, say hello to me. Joe said, hello. And they went about 50 meters in one leap. It was unbelievable. And they didn't like her voice. So I told her to spend some time and start talking to them. Now, here comes the punchline. I was rubbing on 8 deer, and the other deer were watching as I rubbed on the 8 deer. Then they watched Joe rub all 8 deer. Can you believe it? But here comes the double punchline. Joe left to go back to Cardiff in Wales after 16 days. It took 16 days for her to rub all 8 deer. And when she left, and I was by myself, 2 days after she was gone, I rubbed 14. Now, how the heck does that happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happens. There were 6 of them that watched and said, you know, if it's all right for her, I guess it's all right for him to rub me. And I went from 8 to 14 in 2 days.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. And now I've taken that concept to the horses, and I keep telling these so-called human beings that don't understand flight animals that a buddy horse is a good way to go. And just this day, today, as I'm talking to you, I had 2 fillies here in Germany that were so bonded that when you separated them, they just about kill you. They were just radical. They would scream in your ear and then run over the top of you and slam you with their heads. It was unbelievable, and both of them acted about the same way. Well, both Simon and I went to bed last night, and we came to the barn this morning with the same idea that if we take that old Quebra Khan, a 21-year-old thoroughbred retiree with a sway back,
Gelding,
and we put him in the round pen and let them see him and have a buddy, let's see what we can do. Well, that was yesterday. And yesterday, when we first did it, I was driving them on the lines in the round pen with Quebra Khan on the lead with nobody holding him, just driving him around the pen, and then out in the indoor arena. And today I had a rider on each one of them.
Oh, wow, that's fast. That is fast.
That is incredible. And they were quiet. They didn't scream. They didn't scream. They didn't holler. And here are universities, and I could name one. I won't name it, but university came out with this staunch opinion. Horses cannot learn through observation.
Yeah. I don't know how they run the science.
Yeah, how did they come to that conclusion?
Yeah, the science.
Doesn't every animal learn through observation? I mean,
pretty much.
Well,
that's how people get their PhD.
I don't know, but I'm just telling you that I can prove that the deer and the horses learn through observation. Now, there's a little fawn on my place, and I watched a big bird fly over the top of him. And I watched him startle from the shadow on the ground and then immediately look up. And he had never been influenced by his mother, not even one day. He was a born preemie triplet, and he never had the position to be in with his mother. So he couldn't learn that from his mother. But I called Cal Poly, some people that I deal with there, and I told them about this, and they said, oh, no, he would have had to learn it from his mother. Well, he didn't know his mother.
Mm.
And no other deer was around him. He didn't learn it from that. That comes down through the DNA.
Right.
So there's a lot more going on than we were ever aware of. And this thing of stuffing cookies in a horse's mouth, there's no blade of grass that's ever run from him, so food is not a reward.
Mm-hmm.
For the predator animal, food is a reward. They have to stalk, kill, and devour it in order to eat it. So that's essential to them. So it's a trophy. Like if we shoot the big buck and we take him around the neighborhood, we may even have somebody stuff his head and put it on the wall. Mm-hmm. He's a trophy deer. Mm-hmm. We're predators. Mm-hmm. The flight animal does not consider food a trophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you want to teach them to bite, then stuff them with cookies and they'll learn to bite you, because they'll just go for your food that's in your body somewhere, because you've handed it to them. Yeah. But, yeah, in your pockets. But I'm just having so much fun, and I've never had Gestut Fairhof go so well as it's gone this time. We had 12 today go, and it was a short day because I had meetings in the afternoon, but 12 today go, and it's like I've only been here 2 weeks. So
it's unbelievable.
They went through the starting stalls with the gate closed, trotted around the racetrack. Nobody put a foot wrong.
And these are thoroughbreds right out of the field, right? This is their first...
Right out of the field. Mm-hmm. Never handled. They didn't go to sales and all that stuff. And they're just raw thoroughbreds, 20 months old. And nobody put a foot wrong. And then those two go and take their first rider today, when yesterday they were impossible.
Screaming. Yeah. Tell us about Argentina too. You learned an interesting thing about how some of the polo players are starting horses down there.
Well, I have to beg your pardon about this, because I've been wrong not to do it myself. But 10 years ago, Adolfo Cambiaso came to my place, #1 polo player of the world, and he brought his breakers with him. And they saw my thing, and these guys are not stupid. They know that at 25 years of age, you're retiring those riders down there, because the things they do are just off the charts.
Dangerous.
Tying them to a post and all that stuff. Really, really tough Spanish-style breaking. Mm-hmm. And when they left my place, they vowed to do it my way. Mm-hmm. Well, the next time I saw them was 2 years ago, and they said, we found an improvement. And I thought, oh, well, here we go, And they said, we retire an old polo pony, 1920 or something like that, and he's sound, and we retire a lot of polo ponies because they have about 6,000 in their area in Argentina. Mm-hmm. And they actually take about 3,000 a year into breaking. So they put every 20 gets a retiree. And those horses go right out with the babies. And when they're 3 years old, they come up, and the retiree goes in the round pen with them.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Yeah.
And they do join up. The first time they do join up, it's about a third of the time. Those horses are not even touched by a human being. But It's about a third of the time that would normally take to do it. And the horses are more tranquil. They're happier. They have less consternation than any of my horses have, because they have a buddy with them. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start doing it too.
I think you should. Yeah, we learn. We keep learning. So the horses are telling us what?
The horses are telling us I need to be in a safe place. And a safe place has to be somewhere where I can rely on everybody that's around me. And I don't worry about the fact that some guy's going to pull a whip out and sting me with it. And I don't, they're not going to shoot me and eat me. I'm a friend.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about this thing about making friends, and how do you cause a horse to want to be with you. And, rubbing the horse, not patting, but rubbing the horse with your fingertips on the wither, up the neck, top of the head, between the eyes, around the eyes, and just keeping your cheek close to theirs until you feel their ears relax. And they just lower their heads and they say, I'm with a friend. And you just don't hurt them, and you walk away, and they'll be right there with you. It's a safe place. It's not a cookie they're looking for. It's not the whip they're looking for. It's a safe place to be.
Well, that's beautiful. We have one more minute, and I think what I'd love for you to actually add to that is there a place in extreme performance? Is there a place for the highest individual performance?
Debbie, let me take that one on, because it's a very good question. The answer is yes, there is. And one of those things is to become a part of the advisory team for things like the FEI, where you make the rules. And if there are rules that are causing you to go the wrong way, ameliorate those rules until the horse becomes number one consideration in any given competition that we have. When that happens, the playing field will still be level, but you will have happier horses that will last longer, fewer accidents. You will have happier riders that will last longer and have fewer accidents as well.
Yep, that's it. And that's where the future is, isn't it?
It is. We do not want to ban things. I don't want to ban the Tennessee walking horse. What the hell has a Tennessee walking horse ever done wrong? You can't blame any horse for anything. It's like blaming the night for being dark. So the Tennessee walking horse is fine. You don't ban him. You fix the thing.
That's it. That's it. And it's a beautiful message at Christmas, Dad. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your heart on that. I really appreciate it. I know you've got another meeting to run to, too. And we're on to callers.
Thank you, Monty.
But I'm pleased to be able to recite these things to you, because I'm so proud of what's going on. Love you. Talk to you later.
Bye, Monty.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
I got to play with Monty's deer. Remember?
Yes, you did.
And I got within a foot of them. It took me hours of sitting there.
So close.
They were so close. They came up to about a foot of me, didn't they? And I'm not lying about that, am I? You saw it.
No, it's true. Jennifer actually said that was the stillest she'd ever seen you stay for so long. True story.
That's probably true. Do you want to hear some voicemails, Debbie?
I do.
You might be mentioned in one or two of these.
Oh.
I'm Elaine from Weatherbeeta, and you're listening to the 4th Annual Horse Radio Network Holiday Radiothon. If my horse could talk, his New Year's resolution for 2019 would be to stop pooping in his automatic water. Happy holidays from all of us at Weatherbeeta.
Human athletes know the importance of warming up prior to exercise and cooling down after. Not only to avoid injury and aid recovery, but also to prevent the uncomfortable muscle aches and pains. So why do we often forget about our equestrian athletes? Weatherbeeta has just released a brand new range to help owners offer their horses complete comfort before and after exercise to optimize performance. The new Therapy Tech range features ceramic fabric technology, which is designed to increase blood flow via infrared waves. This reflects the horse's body heat and increases circulation. This technology aids warming up muscles prior to exercise, as well as assisting in recovery by reducing lactic acid buildup. Don't let your canine companions feel left out, as Weatherbeeta also offers a Therapy Tech dog coat, which is great for older arthritic dogs that need to keep warm this winter. To read more about this fantastic technology and products available, visit weatherbeeta.com. That's weatherbeeta.com.
You have reached the Horse Radio Network voicemail line. Please leave your voicemail after the tone.
Hi, I'm Ben from HorseLovers.com. If my horse could talk, his New Year's resolution for 2019 would be to stop biting the farrier's butt. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from all of us at HorseLovers.com.
Hey, this is Jennifer Pig, and I have my poem for Radiothon. There once was a podcast called Horses in the Morning, whose Christmas Radiothon sounds like a big deal. So this newbie auditor feels like she should contribute, but unfortunately can't rhyme a damn thing. So here's to a great long day with fun and prizes galore.
Me either.
That all of us horse-crazy girls win what we wish for and more. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You rhymed.
My Mule Blossoms New Year's resolution would be to keep moving around, to keep from being ridden until me, her owner, loses that 15 pounds that somehow came on in 6 months.
I think there's a lot of
Hey there,
those,
Horse
Debbie.
Radio Network family. This is Biz representing the Jewish contingent.
Biz.
And I just wanted to wish everyone out there a happy horsey holidays. I have a little pony, I see him every day, and when I try to catch him, he promptly runs away. Oh, pony, 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 I feed him lots of hay. Pony, 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 with pony I shall play. I have a little pony, he loves to jump and spin, and when he throws me on the ground, I get on once again. Oh, pony, 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 I feed him lots of hay. Pony, 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 with pony I shall play. I have a little pony, he's cute and full of sass. I love my little pony, even if he isn't. Well, I guess I should keep this family friendly. I feed him lots of hay. Pony, 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 with pony I shall play.
Hi, y'all. This is April. And first of all, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a blessed New Year. So this year's theme, my horse's resolution, if I had to ask Nacy, the big red mare that rules our pasture with an iron hoof, it would go something like this. My New Year's resolution is simple. Make Mom's stupid instrument of domination disappear, the dually halter. When she halters me with the regular halter, I get to have some fun. You know, do a little dance, jig a bit, jump around, you know, be my own hot mess of a self that everybody likes. And she chalks it up to the fact that I don't have the dually on. But then she goes and gets it and puts it on. And I just feel like obeying, being more responsive, doing what she asks. What the heck is this? What sort of black magic is in this thing? So I plan to make it disappear and to keep her worshiping, loving me unconditionally. I have to make it look like Bingo, the stupid gelding that gets into everything. I'll make it look like he did it. I've already achieved pasture domination, so this year the dually halter goes. Next year, world domination. And if I have to wear that halter one more time, could you please put my name on it? I mean, really, who names their horse Monty anyways? Merry Christmas, y'all.
Hi, this is Casey Berger. I am an HRN auditor, and this is my Radiothon submission. Belgians and Mustangs and Icelandic horses, chestnuts and pintos and Monty Roberts courses, blue roans and Shetlands all tacked up to ride. Please don't forget to mount from the left side. Blankets and heaters and helmets with liners, ponies in harness and wearing their blinders, saddles and bridles all decked out with glow. Won't it be fun to go ride in the snow? Tall boots and warm socks and hot cocoa after, a nice warm drink to help hide my laughter, with Glenn, Jamie, and Jimmy, of course. Welcome to the radio network for the horse. If your horse kicks, if your back hurts, if you get bucked off, turn up HRN Radiothon, and then it won't feel so bad.
Hey everyone, it's Gemma. In response to the matter of resolutions, I don't think Arik is the one who needs them. Instead, I think that falls to me. I need to be more thankful that even though I can't ride Arik right now, I have the privilege of enjoying his company. I could be more patient and find joy instead of annoyance with his antics. Although, if Art could talk, I would like to think that he would at least try to be more agreeable to Ruger, the barn cat, and chase her less. But like most resolutions, I don't think it would last long. Anyway, here's wishing everyone happy holidays and happy horsey days from Arik and I to you and your horses.
This hour of voicemails has been sponsored by Horselovers.com. Horselovers.com is the world's largest online tack shop. Why? Because they have over 160,000 products. That's a lot of horse stuff. So when you need something, they have it. Everything for the English, Western, and everyday rider. Plus, shop with confidence knowing you're getting the lowest prices available. Horselovers.com is offering a special holiday discount with purchase just for you, our listeners. Spend at least $99 with Horselovers.com, enter HRN in the coupon box at checkout, and get $10 off your order instantly. This is an exclusive code just for listeners of Horse Radio Network. Enter HRN in the coupon code box at Horselovers.com. Well, thank you for all those submissions. I told you got some.
Those are great, you guys. That's
Weren't
so
they
funny.
good?
My stomach
Yeah,
hurts.
the Dooley one was hilarious. That's We're going to give one of those away so you too can give it to your horse at this Christmas later in the show.
That's right.
We have a
right.
caller
We'll
that's
talk
been
about
waiting
that.
for 43 minutes. Let's take Scott. Merry Christmas, Scott.
Merry Christmas to you guys, too.
Hi, Scott.
Thanks for calling.
Hello.
So does your horse have a resolution?
Well, I've got the same horses as Marissa does, our OTTB Dash and Arabian Task, but they told me they have a couple of other resolutions that they might not have mentioned to Riff.
Oh, she was the one that said that she wishes her horses wouldn't kick her. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
No, that was a different one. Dashes, she said, was not destroying blankets, which we don't believe.
Yes. Okay.
And Tasks was wanting to get into the mare field, which we do.
Got it.
But the resolutions I've heard about, Dash is a flea-bitten gray, and he actually wants to be Rainbow Dash in a live-action My Little Pony Friendship is Magic movie. And Task wants
make a lot more money.
His fantastic forelock and his beautiful cheekbones on the cover of Horse Illustrated. Those are their resolutions this year.
Oh, well, those are good resolutions, except for the whole On My Pony thing, which you know how I feel about that. So, I think, but then you would make a lot more money that way. That's for sure.
There you go. That's a good gig if you can get it.
Yeah. That's right. Well, thank you, Scott. Appreciate it, and Merry Christmas.
Scott. You're welcome. Merry Christmas to you guys too.
And let's take Jenna here real quick, and then we'll get to your guest.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Jenna.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Hi, Jenna.
Where are you from, Jenna?
I'm up in Hope, BC.
And where?
Oh, beautiful. BC.
Oh, BC.
Hope, British Columbia.
Oh, got it. Good.
Yeah.
I was trying. What state's that? I couldn't. That was a little slow. Sorry.
So you hear me over my dog barking in the background.
Yes, that happens all the time, and we love it. What breed? What kind of dog do you have?
She's a charcoal lab.
Oh, cool. They do like to bark when somebody calls on the phone. That's a thing.
She chases the bears off the property.
Oh, good.
Well, that's positive. So, what's your horse? Do you have a horse, and is there a resolution?
Yeah, well, we've got 6 on the property. So I went out and spoke to them all, and my 30-year-old says that he would like to hold on to his last remaining teeth so that he can continue to chew his hay.
Again, wouldn't we all?
And my and my yearling Demi, she's going to work on getting over her fear of horse eating spray bottles this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one.
They are dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. So if you have any tips on that, be great upcoming show.
Do. Actually, we have an Equus Online University. I was just doing the notes for last night on it. Yeah, I got to, and it actually goes with our theme of companionship this hour too.
Mm-hmm.
So check back with that. I'll get you a day pass. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you, Jenna.
Wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and thank you for everything you do. Love the Horse Radio Network.
Thank you,
Merry
Jenna.
Christmas, Jenna.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
All right. You had a chance to catch up with a very busy guest. Tell us a little bit about your guest.
Yeah. So our guest is Robert Ridlin, and he won numerous jumping events. Some people remember him back to the 76 Olympics. So he's been around and he's done amazing things. He graduated from Yale, some things people might not know about him. And he has a law degree from Columbia University back in the 70s. And since then, he's been involved in the administration of everything equine, the sport, serving as a board member of the U.S. Equestrian Foundation and the U.S. Equestrian Team. He's been a color analyst for televised jumping competitions. He's amazing, but he's also the jumping chef d'equipe. He's led the U.S. team to bronze medals at Alltech FEI World Equestrian Games and Toronto's 2015 Pan American Games, silver medals at Rio, the Olympic Games in 2016, and of course the U.S. jumping team for the FEI World Equestrian Games Tryon in 2018. So he is a busy guy, and he's actually a really good mover and shaker in the equestrian business too. His business partner, RJ Brandis, is part of Blenheim Equisports out in Norco. They've just built this amazing multidiscipline sporting event facility, and they are an event management company that specializes putting on horse shows and things like that, like World Cup finals in Vegas. Big doings. So I was really pleased to get him for 10 minutes.
There we go.
That's what I got. Thanks for calling in and saying hi to Horse Radio Network. Our Radiothon is on Horsemanship Radio. And so we're just really excited to add your rock star power to this hour.
I'm happy to do it. I don't know about the rock star part, but I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, well, us in the equestrian world, we take our rock stars a little differently. We think when you win things like what you did in September in Tryon and the World Team Jumping Championship, the Nations Cup, we think that's pretty rock star material.
Well, I'll go along with that.
Thank you.
It was a pretty unbelievable week.
It was. And it was a year and a half in preparation with a really young team. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, it is. I've been doing this now for 6 years. It doesn't actually seem like it's been 6 years, but that was one of my goals when I started, that we would really open up the opportunity for the younger riders, really test them under fire, the ones that were talented enough to do this. And it worked. Certainly going into the World Championships with 2 rookies out of the 4 riders in the field of play was unusual, to say the least. But as I said, they've been tested by fire, and they proved what they were worth.
Well, that's great. I mean, we would love to talk to them about that too, but the proof is in the pudding in your leadership. So what gave you the gumption to think that they might have it? Was it Aachen and Essen? I know they had some pretty good stuff under their belts.
Well, that would take more than the time that we have right now to get into that. I have a lot of tools at my disposal, aside from obviously being at the major competitions myself and my assistants. It's really like it's like any other professional sport. You have a lot of eyes and ears on the ground, and I actually have introduced a lot of statistics and data that the other coaches don't have. They're not available to them to the same degree, just because I believe in them. Baseball, football, our major sports have used them for a while now, and there's no reason why we wouldn't. It's an objectively based sport, and we have data that the Federation provides to me, and all signs pointed that it would work. I'll put it that way. Yeah. The data really points to probability, and if that matches what your gut says, well, the chances are good.
Well, I'd like to get into that sometime. Sounds like a Moneyball kind of.
That's where it came from.
There we go.
That's where it came from.
That's a lot of fun. Yeah, it makes sense to me. I think the more professional we get with all these sports, the more science becomes involved in it, and it's probably applies to horses as well as people. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, because really what we're doing when we select a team for the Olympics or the World Championships or any of these major competitions, we're talking about a horse-rider combination. Mm-hmm. So it's not just the rider. and it's not just the horse; it's the two of them together. And there's a record that goes along with it. These horses have been, going through the various stages to get to that for some time. So there is data behind all of this. And on top of that, ultimately, it's still what you see, hear, and feel. And that's what it comes down to.
Well, fantastic. We are so fortunate to have you in the driver's seat with all that. So I thought in this light little introduction to Robert Ridland, we would talk a little bit about when do you get back in the saddle? I mean, my era, 76, is just the things that I remember about you are all in the saddle. So tell us what you're doing to get in the saddle these days. You get to ride?
No. I haven't ridden in 10 years. No.
Oh.
My competition career was over a while ago. It's for the kids now, and I don't have time to do it.
Yeah.
I actually keep myself really fit. I'm doing a lot of running. I'm about to go out on the run right now, and tennis. So I stay fit, but no, I leave the riding for the kids.
So you don't own any horses now?
No.
Isn't that odd?
What I do. My wife Hillary and I, we run a training business together, and so I'm her shadow when it comes to that. We just actually came back from a show in Thermal, and so I'm obviously quite involved, but I myself not in the saddle anymore.
Well, that's incredible. Nice to have the shift to keep in your tack room, in your training room. That's great. Well, maybe you can give me a little idea. We have a little contest going here, since this is our radiothon, that maybe you can get somebody to answer for us that if your horse could talk, what would his or her New Year's resolution be? What do you think that might be from some of these kids these days?
If the horse could talk.
Yeah. What would his or her New Year's resolution be?
I would say it all depends on who's riding them.
Yeah, it does.
it could run the gamut. Like maybe you should have your friend ride me.
Yeah, right. He looks pretty good over there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You have a daughter who rides, am I right?
No. We have a daughter and a son, both of whom used to ride. Okay. McKenna was actually very talented when she was younger. She's now in law school in Denver, and she was an incredibly talented rider. But the competition bug just really wasn't the incentive for her. She loved doing it, and she was very good at doing it, but the competition side of it wasn't for her. Our son Peyton, who's a freshman at University of Washington, Seattle, also was talented, but he didn't ride nearly as long. He rode about as long, about a month or so. This was when he was, 5 or 6, until Mom told him he had to wear a helmet. And he said, "No, I'm not doing that." And I think that was the last time he rode.
Oh dear! Sometimes rules aren't free.
They're both our biggest fans. They watch the Nations Cups, and Peyton even came down to Rio for the Olympics with us. So they're huge fans of what we do, but they don't ride themselves anymore.
Well, good luck to them in school too. That's a sign of great parents, though, that you guys have kept them involved and they are supportive of your industry, and that's all we can ask for out of teenage pluses these days. Millennials, I think. We're
so lucky.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us a little tease of the upcoming real interview we're going to do. And we're going to get all those insights on Tryon and 2019 too. I'd really like to have a proper sit down after December to talk to you about what you learned from the World Equestrian Games experience and that what you're taking into 2019 and
Yeah, no, that sounds great. 2019, of course, is the year of the Pan American Games, and that'll be a prelude to the Olympics in Tokyo. So everything now is moving forward from where we were with the World Championships, and I'd be happy to sit down and go into detail what we're planning to do.
Well, that'll be a lot of fun. We've got some friends down in that Orange County area, so we'll have to pull together and involve food somehow.
Now you're talking. I'll go for that.
Okay. Thank you, Robert Ridland, Chef to Keep, for our winning, jumping, and on to Olympics now for the U.S. Thank you very much for joining us.
Well, thanks, Debbie. Yes, I look forward to talking to you, like we said, over some food and in great detail. We'll go into that Moneyball stuff.
Yeah, let's get into that Moneyball stuff. Okay. I don't know if I can have that for listeners, but I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Debbie.
Robert. Bye.
Bye.
What a nice guy, huh?
Yeah, a really nice guy. I really look forward to the sit down part. We're going to do that soon.
Yeah, he's done well too. He's a good organizer, and that's the reason we won this year. Does a good job of picking teams, and he picked some youngsters on that team that were not expected. So
he did.
Yeah, so it was a chance. He took a chance. If it had gone the other way, he'd have taken the criticism for it too. But that's what makes a good leader, right?
Yeah, and competitor.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So there's a drinking game already going on, Debbie, in the auditor room. So it's noon. I mean, it's past noon, I guess. But there's a drinking game that you have to drink every time a sponsor comes on that you bought a product from. I think we're going to have some really drunk people by about 3 o'clock. So,
I know their shopping skills. Yeah, they're in trouble.
Another hour, we're going to have none of them listening
like
anymore.
10 something here. I'm like, I don't know, guys. Go for it. Go for it.
And there's pictures of alcohol already, champagne and mixers, and it looks like everybody. We do have our 2 bottles of champagne, don't we, Jemmy? We're ready. Yep. We're ready for later. Yep. Matt already is drinking straight out of the bottle, so that's not good. All right, let's do some prizes. What do you say, Wendy?
All right. Our first prize is a 1-year subscription to Monty's Equus Online University with access 24/7 to over 500 of Monty's videos lessons worth $99.99. So, Debbie, why don't you tell us a little bit about this?
That's right. Monty's added more than 525 online horse training video lessons now, and that's from instruction across the Will Simpson, Stefan Peters, Charlotte Bradal, amazing names we have up there too, and new lessons are added every week. So there's a complete library of nonviolent partnership training to get great performance with your relationships and your horses. So become a part of our mission. You heard it today with Dad's voice. His worldwide mission is to leave the world a better place for horses and for people too. And that's by taking violence out and listening to our horses.
Very good. Let's pick a winner.
Okay, so we need to pick a number between 1 and 240.
212.
212. Kathy White.
Congratulations,
Kathy. Yeah, go to MontyRobertsUniversity.com and get on there with the day pass straight away. MontyRobertsUniversity.com straight away. And then we'll get you an actual year's subscription. That'll be great.
All right. Sounds good.
Good job.
So next up, we have another Monty product.
That's right.
We have the Monty halter, the Dooley halter.
The dreaded Dooley halter, apparently, judging by the song.
Right. Every horse worries about his owner getting a Dooley halter because then they have to actually do something right. But so we have choices of the sizes. Of course, we have now 5 sizes. The mini, and to me, the mini is exactly what you need for the horse that won't load on the trailer. No, you pick it up and you carry it onto the trailer.
That's right.
No, the mini is adorable because it's purple. And then there's the pony size, the small, the medium, and the giraffe size. And they're worth about $54. And they come with a DVD and lots of training on it. So the Monty Roberts Dooley halter is just as that caller and listener said, it's designed to make it easier for the horse, the handler, and the halter to work in partnership. Your horse will teach himself to come off the gentle pressure of the soft, round noseband on the halter, and both forward and back, so loading on the trailer or actually backing up. Horses find the halter's comfortable sweet spot, and then they move with you to maintain it without pain, knots, or pull pressure. So there you go.
And they really do work. Scooter uses one, and he would sing the same song, I believe. So, but they really do work.
Like to be forced.
Leave it in the tack room. All right.
All right. So we need to pick another number between 1 and 140.
240.
This is worth. You
1
pick
and
it.
240.
Oh, 1 and 240.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
240.
going with 54. The price of the halter.
54. Give me 1 second. Is Patty Puff.
Patty Puff.
Oh, that's a great name.
It
Patty
is a great
Puff.
name, isn't
I know it is.
Yeah. That is really your name, too.
I love it.
All right, one more prize.
All right, our next prize is our $50 gift certificate from horselovers.com. With order over $49 worth of stuff today and use coupon code radio, and you'll get a free Mrs. Pasture's Christmas cookie stocking. And if you order over $99 and use coupon code HRN at checkout, you'll get $10 off instantly.
Nice. 49.
Oh, shopping. Oh, 49. 49 is Rachel Zent.
All right,
Good
Rachel.
job, Rachel
Good
Zent.
job.
I love horse lovers. Oh, you're going to have so much fun.
I know.
Go crazy. Go
And they're
crazy.
having sales today. You should get over to horselovers.com today. Use the coupon code HRN because you know you're going to spend over $99. You always do.
Oh, yeah.
So, and you'll get $10 off instantly. So definitely
Unless
do that
you go
right now.
to the auditor's page and start drinking. So go.
That's
quickly.
right. Either one. Or shop after you drink. You'll be way over $99 then.
Yeah, you'll order way more.
There won't be any problem at all. So give a quick plug for your show.
Horsemanship.radio.com. We have it all on Horsemanship Radio. We're over 100 and how many episodes are we now? 124,
Yeah,
5,
something
something like that. So, listen to the back ones. Listen to the ones that we just did on Zapata, Colorado. Those are so much fun. And we've had Priscilla Presley all the way, which Glenn helped me with, all the way to we always get Monty's insight there, and he knows a lot of people, so it's really fun.
There's some training stuff in there as well. So you have a little bit of everything and get some
Really
very
good.
interesting people on from all over the world, not just from the United States.
No, we're very global.
Yep.
Please come and listen.
Just like Monty Roberts University is. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you,
Once
Bo,
again.
Glenn and Wendy, and all your team behind you. I'll go drinking now.
All right, we're flying through the hours here.
Happy drinking.
Coming up next hour, we have Christy from the Certified Horsemanship Association, who has been with us once a month on Horses in the Morning for at least 25 years. And that's coming up next on the Radiothon. But in the meantime, enjoy some music. We'll be right back. Oh, I forgot to remind everybody that Weatherbeeta gift pack will be our grand prize at the end of the day, $500 worth, and a Wintech saddle. Of course, Wintech saddles are North America's favorite synthetic saddle brand. Wintech saddles have been combining world-leading innovations and high-tech materials in lightweight, weatherproof, and easy-to-carry saddles since 1986. Whether you simply enjoy time together or schooling for competition, there's a model range for you. Visit wintechsaddles.com for more information on their range and to locate your nearest dealer. And there's lines open right now to call in during the transfer. You can give us a call at 435-272-1997 and register to win. We have lots more to give away.